We talked on yesterday's show about the East Palestine train derailment that occurred, and there were specific kind of outstanding information I wanted to get before going into more of the conversation that I wanted to have about some of this. And because that clip hasn't been uploaded yet to the YouTube channel, it was only available for our full show viewers, just hadn't yet uploaded. We'll go ahead today and go back through this story with the updated information we now have. I knew more reporting would be done, information will come out and give us a better sense of what's going on there. So as just kind of a refresh of the basics, a train going through East Palestine, Ohio that was holding toxic chemicals derailed, and there were a lot of fears about the health concerns of that, an explosion that could be caused, and so citizens were evacuated. A controlled burn was done. You can see behind this logo kind of what that looked like a little bit, and you've likely seen other images as well. And then it was said to the citizens that it was safe to come back. But that's where kind of we land today. That doesn't seem to be the case. A lot of concerns about the safety for those who live in East Palestine, Ohio and surrounding areas. So here from NBC News, for days, authorities have been telling residents of the area around East Palestine, Ohio, that it's safe to return home after a 150-car train carrying hazardous chemicals derailed February 3rd. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources said the chemical spill resulting from the derailment had killed an estimated 3,500 small fish across 7.5 miles of streams as of Wednesday. And then instances of people's chickens and roosters dying all of a sudden after this. And then it says, however, the EPA said Friday in a letter to Norfolk Southern that chemicals carried on the train continue to be released to the air, surface soils, and surface waters. And you can imagine what kind of disaster that could cause. One person said, quote, "You could taste it in the air. It was like a mix of gasoline, paint thinner, and nail polish remover." And then I have for you a local news report breaking down some of this.
We now know 3 more chemicals that were on board the Norfolk Southern train that derailed here in East Palestine just over a week ago. And we're being told that some of those chemicals are dangerous.
We basically nuked a town with chemicals so we could get a railroad open.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency sent a letter to Norfolk Southern stating that ethylene glycol monobutyl ether, ethylexyl-acrylate, and isobutylene were also in the rail cars that were derailed, breached, or on fire. Caggiano says ethylexyl-acrylate is especially worrisome. He says it's a carcinogen, and contact with it can cause burning and irritation in the skin and eyes. Breathing it in can irritate the nose, throat, and cause coughing and shortness of breath. Isobutylene is also known to cause dizziness and drowsiness when inhaled.
I was kind of surprised that when they quickly told the people they can go back home, but then said if they feel like they want their homes tested, they can have them tested. I would have far rather they did all the testing.
Caggiano says it's possible some of these chemicals could still be present in homes and on objects until you clean them thoroughly.
There's a lot of what ifs, and we're going to be looking at this thing 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line and wondering, gee, cancer clusters could pop up, well water could go bad.
Caggiano recommends anyone who's in the East Palestine area get a health checkup. He says
Right. So the reason why this is such a big deal, a few different things, is as you noted there, this could be, if not properly responded to and addressed by authorities, disastrous for the future of the health reality for the citizens there. And we have past examples of this where down the road, so many harmful things have been done to citizens in a situation like this. And then Newsweek highlights another important element of this: Ohio facing environmental disaster after East Palestine train derailment. The cocktail of toxic chemicals released as a result of the Norfolk Southern Railway train derailment in Ohio may lead to serious environmental damage, experts say. You can see the video there. And one of the quotes was, "This is a truly enormous environmental disaster." And it seemed like this wasn't being taken seriously enough. and there wasn't enough focus on it. Hopefully that's changing and we will see the proper response. And then of course, Norfolk Southern, whatever accountability is necessary there needs to occur 100%. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the full bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley. Link in the description.